Remember all the fun and joy of your favorite game or childhood toy. If only you could feel that way again, again. Well, you don't have to go back in time, 'cause Nick and friends can help you find long lost treasures you once loved. Let's go hunting nostalgia.
Welcome to Hunting Nostalgia. I'm Nick Bartley, and today we have such a fun show for you. It's different, a different style of Hunting Nostalgia show you'll see today. No, I'm not digging around in garage sale bins. I'm not at a toy show, no. I'm at a retail store. Yes, that is correct. I'm going to introduce you to my buddy Don. He is such a cool guy. His story is truly amazing. But we have a common bond, Don and I. We like hills. Not just hills. We like that retail shopping experience. I'm gonna let Don tell you a little bit more about that. But the experience of going to a department store, walking around, seeing tons and tons of different things and many different toys on the shelves, you know, it is gone. It doesn't happen anymore. There's not even toy stores anymore. Bare shelves everywhere that you go. You know, that's a shame. You can find vintage toy stores along the way, thanks to thetoystoreguide.com, obviously. But that actual experience of going to a retail store, a department store, like Hills, it's gone. It does not exist anymore. It's not going to the big box stores that are out there now. Not in my opinion, anyways. But today, the first part of this episode, I am taking you to Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, to a store called Remixed by Steel City Gallery. And it is awesome. It really feels like you are at Hills. You walk in and you smell the popcorn. It is so cool. I'm not gonna nick it up. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna nick it up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you watch it. And I'm gonna let you do that right now. Here we go on Hunting Nostalgia. Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, let's do it. Yeah. Oh, mama. Is this for real? Oh my, hello Megan.
Hi.
I'm Nick Bartley from Hunting Nostalgia, and I am here today at Remixed by Steel City Galleries. Steel, is that right? Did I say it right? Oh,
you
yes.
said it right.
Boom. First try. What in the world is happening here?
It's amazing, right?
I've seen, I have seen ridiculousness. I am ridiculousness bottled up into this. I am ridiculous. This is the most amazing, and as Don described it to me, he calls it Retailtainment.
It is.
That is, honestly, you walk in here and it is like, boom, you're in 1995 Hills department store, toy department.
Yep. Yes.
Have you been interested in nostalgia and stuff like this to come?
Yeah.
What do you like?
Horror. Yeah,
No
obviously,
way.
right?
Oh, there's Freddy's coming for you. Wow, that's cool. Well, you have some horror stuff here.
Yeah.
You have everything here.
Pretty much.
When people come in and they say, I know you're not going to have this, but actually, they do. There's a popcorn machine here. There's a Hills buggy. Wow, I'll bet you meet some oddballs coming in looking for some odd stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the world
That's our kind of people.
Exactly right. That's exactly what I was going to say. I know for a fact that I'm the biggest toy sniffing weirdo in the world, but the collecting community, there is
amazing.
There's nothing better. If you go, and I'll tell you this, we've done horror conventions. We did Living Dead Days on Hunting Nostalgia. It's always the same. It's like a family reunion. If you go to like a toy show in Pittsburgh or you go to a Comic-Con, whatever it is, it's always the same group. And it is the most welcoming and enjoyable group you will ever be part of. Well, I got a shot, but I wanted to see.
Do.
You also do a little bit of the aesthetics around here, huh?
I do. I do.
Now, they'll do a little, look, pan in the store right now, guys. Come on, look at that. Do you see this place? It isn't, you did a heck of a job.
Thank you.
It is, and it's always changing.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes. I'm constantly moving stuff here and there.
It depends.
So, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Megan, you do an awesome job.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab my Hills buggy and do some shopping.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll return to your show right after these messages. I've always wanted to say that. You know, Saturday morning. Anyways, all right, it's November. So I would like to talk to you for just a moment about epilepsy. It's Epilepsy Awareness Month. And I have a friend, Jackson Schnurr. He lives in Northern Virginia. He suffers from Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. LGS is a severe epilepsy disorder that affects young children. It starts off as a young child and it affects you your entire life. It's reoccurring seizures that medication doesn't always help ease or even stop at all. There is no cure, unfortunately, for LGS. 48,000 children and adults in America alone suffer from LGS. Sadly, like I said, there is no cure for LGS, but there is hope. There is always hope. The LGS Foundation fights each and every day to save and improve the lives of these people, doing research just to find out what can possibly be done to ease the symptoms of these individuals living with LGS. Check them out. You don't have to make a donation, but if you could, that would be amazing. The website's right here, guys. lgsfoundation.com. Is that it? All right, right here. I appreciate it. And you gotta check out, Jackson is awesome. His family is amazing. Check him out on Instagram, you know, Action for Jackson. They're amazing, amazing, amazing family. But anyone out there suffering, I'm sure that you know someone suffering with some form of epilepsy. This is the month. This is the month to just raise awareness, you know, to that. So anything you can learn, now's the time to do it. All right, back to the show.
Let's go hunting nostalgia.
As you can see, I flipped the buggy camera around. You get to see this view today. This is gonna be cool. But I really wanted to truly give you the experience of shopping here. And right away, I walk in and I gotta leave with these. Look at that, Dick Tracy stickers. You remember, like, I remember as, once a year, being in school, they would have like a book fair. I didn't really care much about the books, but stuff like this would also come. You know, there would be a stack right at the front, just like here today with Megan. And if there's stickers or bookmarks, I honestly have a I Heart Hulk Hogan bookmark that I got at a book fair. I didn't read any of the books, but I loved it, and that is nostalgia. Just walking around this place is a nostalgia bomb. You walk in and you're greeted by Le Magnifique, Mario Lemieux. It is so incredible. And there is old arcade games here, Donkey Kong. You have dinosaur bones, and I'm not even joking. You have actual dinosaur bones. What? What? And then you have like all of these gorgeous plaques. You have E.T., you have War of the Worlds, you have Colonel Sanders, then you walk 2 steps down and there's Urkel, you know, doing the Urkel Jerkel. That's what I used to do, and I got to drive people crazy. But then you have historical items. Right next to Steve Urkel, you have former President of the United States, John F. Kennedy. How cool is that? It's an amazing, amazing place. And there is something here for everybody. Like, I cannot wait to bring my grandmother here, my mother here, you know? And the guy who is responsible for all of this, his passion for this goes far beyond just, you know, just selling stuff. He wanted to truly make a retail experience. He calls it Retailtainment. And that is precisely what this is. When you go to toy stores now and you walk around with your buggy and you go to the toy department, it's not like this. It's empty pegs. There's nothing to be bought. But here in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania, you can come in and get some. Now, these are retro. These aren't vintage, but still, flip heads, Power Rangers flip heads. You press it, you know, turns into Jason or Billy or whoever it may be. Now, this is more of a retro area, but how cool is that? You can't find these now in the stores. This was 2 years ago. You were able to buy these at Walmart or whatever big box stores. But here, the pegs are filled with them. It's incredible. I cannot wait to find some stuff for me. I saw those Dick Tracy stickers and different stuff like that. You know that I'm into the vintage stuff. That's me. So I'm gonna check out and see what kind of vintage things I can find here today. I also want to introduce you to my new buddy, Don. He's a really cool guy, has a really, really neat story. Started out in baseball cards and card collecting. His family actually owned a grocery store here in Belle Vernon. It's a really amazing, amazing place. You have got to get down here, but I got to do some shopping. What do you say?
According to legends, little folks know, here is where the toys are. Ghostbusters heroes, boy am I glad. These mini ghosts drive me mad. The real Ghostbusters and haunted humans are new. Boy, they scare me, and they're often killer too. Lots of toys every day. Another reason why they say, Hills is where the toys are.
At low prices every day.
We are going to go have a talk right now with my new buddy, Don. Like I said, his story began with the collecting of cards and his family owning their very own grocery store. But you got to hear the story, and you got to hear it from him. Let's go. Don. This is the most, you were right. This is Retailtainment. This is the most incredible shopping experience I've ever had. And I've been to a lot. I mean, I go to emporiums, you know, that feeling of like a 7-day-a-week flea market kind of thing. This is not that. This is not that. This is literally a department store feel. And that's what you wanted, right?
Exactly.
Because that's your history, a little bit.
That's right.
Tell me the story.
Well, when I was 14 years old, I tried to lobby my father, who is the local Giant Eagle grocer, into selling baseball cards.
What Giant Eagle?
It was the Tri-County Giant Eagle in Belle Vernon, which is literally right across the street.
Oh, is it right now? I didn't even realize that.
So 30 years later, life comes full circle, and now I'm working on Finley
With
Road.
the Hills buggy.
Yeah, exactly, with the Hills buggy selling baseball cards. But that's where I got my start. Was I sold baseball cards at 14 years old in the corner of a Giant Eagle store in
That's
Belle
insane.
Vernon.
You know, I guarantee there's people who remember that. Like, remember going to that Belle Vernon, walking in and going to buy cards. But your dad wasn't thrilled about the idea.
No, he wasn't. He gave me a million reasons why not to do it. He said, number one, you're 14. Number two, this is a Giant Eagle. They don't sell baseball cards.
Okay.
Number three, who's going to work there? But one day, a Giant Eagle engineer came in and said, I don't know why they give us these showcases. I don't know what we're supposed to do with them. And he said, I have a solution. Don, you're going to get your shot. So I got 2 little showcases and a little wall. And
That had to
was
feel amazing. For a 14-year-old kid,
for 14 years old.
that has a deep connection to what you're doing now. There is no doubt about it.
It's where it all started, and the fact that it's right across the street now is
That's
just
kind of neat.
mind blowing.
That is neat. That is really neat. I know that I do say this a lot, but it's true when I say it. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. It was seriously like I'm walking into 1995. I mean, you have autographs, beautifully displayed autographs. Like, that is a work of art you could put in any home in America. It is, and you ship anywhere in America.
Anywhere in the world.
That's how kind of, that was your start in this pop culture memorabilia.
So we see a lot that 3 generations of a family will come in and shop simultaneously. You'll have the grandparents, the parents, and the kids. And the grandparents go to the 60s stuff, the parents go to the 80s stuff, the kids go to the modern toys.
That's
and it's
fun.
really neat because there's not a lot of places in the whole area.
I cannot name one.
The whole family could find something that an 80-year-old would like and an 8-year-old would like.
Yeah, I can't think of one. I cannot think of one other. I mean, yeah, sure, if you go to like a flea market, something like that, you can find. But this is not that. This isn't a flea market. This is a department store. It is a department store. There's, different departments. You got your albums, you got your autographs, you have a Donkey Kong. I'm playing Donkey Kong.
That's an original. That's not a remake. That is the original.
From
1981.
You gotta be kidding me. And it looks beautiful.
It works.
It looks beautiful. Where in the world did you get that?
That was in our family's grocery store, and set from all those years ago.
That is
Yeah.
cool. Wow, that is incredible. So it all connects for you.
Yeah, it's everything comes kind of full circle, and
Well, I appreciate you inviting me down here. This is so much fun. It's so much fun. I would love to see and talk to, you have to have some help here. I met Megan, who set up and the aesthetics of the store, but you have to have help putting this stuff together.
we have an unbelievable staff.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I wouldn't be able to do what we do here
And
without.
they love it too.
We try to make it a great atmosphere because I always want my employees to feel comfortable. I don't want them to come to a place where they dread going. I don't
Here we
understand when
go.
people hate going to work and
Yeah, that's
they
no
don't
fun.
look forward to it. But we really do. Our staff is second to none, and they do such an amazing job.
So they'll put these autograph plaques together here.
We do our own framing here.
So neat.
Can
I?
Sure.
See? Oh my, Lynn, is this the famous pay no attention to the woman behind the curtain?
This is it. This is where all the activity happens. This is the behind the scenes that you don't see out in the store or when you get anything in your home. When you get one of our products in your home, you don't see what goes on behind the scenes, and that's me most of the time.
How long have you been here?
Coming up on 7 years.
Wow. Do you like working with Dawn?
I do.
It's got to be like.
It is like fun every day.
Is it like Willy Wonka?
Yeah.
You're the different.
Yeah.
You're one of the
As you can
different
tell,
kids.
we kind of get into our job.
I know. Oh, I love that. It
Yeah.
is
We get
so
into
much fun to walk
It
into
is.
a place like this because everybody loves what they do, and it's
It is.
fun.
It's a lot of fun.
But
It is.
I was showing everyone in TV land, I was
Mm-hmm.
showing them the absolutely amazing framed pictures you guys have here.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you literally
Everything.
have JFK,
Yes.
President Kennedy, next to Steve Urkel. No sweat, my
SpongeBob,
pet.
SpongeBob,
I know,
things
it
like
is.
that. We have-
But the coolest thing is there's something for everybody.
There is. It's something for everybody. We've got old stuff for the older people, the nostalgia stuff, and you've got the modern toys, and you've got the little kid stuff over there, boys and girls. So we really kind of have something for everybody.
Oh, but these are like a lot of the stuff that I have is old and smelly, but these are pristine and beautiful.
These
You're
are.
literally creating nostalgia right
Yes.
here. And just so happens, this wasn't even planned, I swear to you. Can I put the last piece on there?
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Like
hold that.
this?
It's so neat. So they'll have like, an 8x10, and there's some, can I pick this one up?
Yeah.
There are some like,
That's an 11 by 17.
oh, 11 by 17. See, they have
Mm-hmm.
different things like this. It's so neat. And then they create a plaque or, a display with an autograph, a picture. Sometimes I saw some canceled checks from
Yes.
different
that has
people.
signatures on them.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was,
they do.
the coolest thing that I was shown today by Dawn was,
Is that cool or what? Is that cool or what?
oh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Yeah, I've soared with the eagles, I slithered with the snakes and been everywhere in between. Yeah, I am your friend. I am the Macho Man. Oh my goodness, is this gorgeous?
Yes.
It is so
how
good.
nice it comes
Look,
out.
you have a WrestleMania 5 card. This is really incredible. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, so you come across the autograph, you find like a magazine or a photo,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and then I know that Don said he works with the largest, authenticating company
Yes,
in the
JSA.
world? JSA.
Yeah. They come in a couple times a year. They go through whatever inventory he pulls, and they authenticate the signatures and give us little, they put a sticker on it or do the letter of authenticity and everything. So, yeah, it authenticates
You do
everything
really
there.
nice work.
Thank you.
This is
This is
beautiful.
one that is not signed. This is
Oh, I
not-
thought that was a signature.
It might be.
You do hundreds of these.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
awesome.
No, that's signed.
The madness.
Yeah.
Oh, the madness. The macho
Sometimes they're
madness.
print, but yeah.
Oh
sometimes
no,
they're
that's
print, but
yeah. I could see that right away. That was I had to get back here. I had to
Yeah.
come back and see the behind the scenes because it's
Yeah.
so very important
And this
what
is
you
just
do.
a small part of it. Then once we're done with it here, it goes over and I do the shipping. We wrap it up and box it up and ship it out. And what amazes me is where we ship to all over the world.
Oh, I
we had a
know.
picture that just went yesterday to Australia.
My
we have some
goodness.
that goes to China. We have a lot that goes to Canada. So we ship all over the world.
It's
It's just
incre-
fascinating to me.
It is
to think-
fascinating.
to think that somebody in Las Vegas or somebody in China is opening up something that you did and it's hanging on their wall. Wouldn't it be cool to actually, we go to Las Vegas occasionally, my husband and I, And wouldn't it be cool to walk into some place in Las Vegas and say, I know that thing.
I did that. That is
Would that
cool.
Be the coolest thing.
That
you know?
really is. That's neat. Well, your work is incredible. Honestly, whenever I walk in, it is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's such a,
It's a lot.
you're awestruck when you see all of
Yeah.
those. I've never seen a collection of autographs like this here. I've never seen anything like it in
It's
my-
amazing. What
Three
do you have?
Stooges autographs.
Yeah.
Like what? Larry Moe and Curly.
We had the Rat Pack a little while ago. We had the whole Rat Pack
Oh, that's
and
so neat.
a great big thing. And we've had Farrah Fawcett ones. We sell a
And
lot
it
of
looks
Farrah Fawcett.
beautiful.
It's fun, you know.
It is fun.
It is. We're
Trust
busy
me.
all day. We're busy.
If
There's always
anybody
something to
knows
do.
the joy of working and doing what you love,
Yeah.
it's me. Well, thank you, Lynn. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. And this here is Hunting Nostalgia. I told you that it is an amazing experience down in Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania at Remixed by Steel City Galleries. It's like no other. That's kind of a lie. It is like something else that we've experienced. In the 90s, walking through Hill's department store, or in the 80s, it's that same feeling. You're walking into a department store, the shelves are filled. There's tons and tons of selections to choose from. It's an amazing place. Don and his employees at Remix, they're unbelievable, and they understand the meaning of nostalgia and how important it is to all of us. Talking about nostalgia, the next segment of this episode is out of my comfort zone. It's not me, but it's amazing. And people can truly find nostalgia anywhere at all. And I'm gonna introduce you to my buddy, Zach. Zach is the owner of Union Brothers Brewery in Harmony, PA. He's a great guy, and he approached me this past summer. He asked, would I be interested in collaborating with him to make a beer? I never in my wildest dreams ever thought that that would be a reality. But Zach and Union Brothers made it a reality, and it was delicious. It was such a fantastic, it was a great success. People loved it, which I was very, very happy about. Now, Union Brothers Brewery is an awesome place. It is beautiful, first off, indoor, outdoor seating. Their food is amazing. And they have this crazy fool who does trivia there once a month. It's an absolute blast. It's a great place. But when Zach approached me about this, I thought, you know what? Let's film the actual process of this beer being made. I thought that was kind of neat, and the label was made by my buddy, Howie Noel. Look at that. That's the best looking version of me ever. I'm so tall. But anyways, I want to show you this process because I never knew. My entire life, I didn't know how beer was made. I mean, I kind of knew an idea, but until you actually see it, you have no idea. When I walked through this brewery, I felt like I was Willy Wonka and I was in the chocolate factory. But I guess Zach would have been more Willy Wonka. I would have been more of the, doompa-dee-doo. Today we have an extremely special feature on Hunting Nostalgia. Over the past couple months, I have become really good friends with the owner of Union Brothers Restaurant and Brewery in Zillionople. His name is Zach, and he is super cool. Once a month, I do an absolutely ridiculous trivia night at Union Brothers. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is more of a Broadway show than it is a trivia night, but it is the most unique trivia experience in the entire world. I'm telling you now. It's also the most ridiculous. But today, they are brewing a Hunting Nostalgia themed beer, Nostalgic Nectar. And I can't wait. It is going to be so, I've never seen the process of how beer is actually made. Everyone remembers on Mr. Rogers when he brought you to see the crayons being made, or he showed you how rivets work, things like that. So today, we're gonna go in and see how the Nostalgic Nectar Union Brothers brew is actually made. Look at this place. It's absolutely incredible. A lot of stuff in here reminds me of like a mad scientist kind of, because I've never seen anything like this. There is one actual item in here that looks like the slime shooter from Ghostbusters 2. You remember when they're coating the inside of the Statue of Liberty with the black slime? There's something in here that looks just like that. I guess it's used to cool the beer, but wow, I can't wait. Let's go. is the man. This is Zach. Zach. Dude, this is incredible. This is Willy Wonka. This is the Willy Wonka of beer right here. I called you a mad scientist out there.
No, I'm Willy Wonka in here.
Now you're Willy Wonka.
We're in the chocolate factory here.
That's right. That's exactly what it makes me feel like. Dude, this is absolutely incredible. And compared to your last space, which was in your restaurant, this is like a whole new world.
Whole new world.
So we just saw them dump the grain into the mill.
Yes.
Tell us exactly what is that? Like, what is that doing?
So when the grain comes, it's like a whole kernel grain, you know, still in its shell. And then we dump it in there. There's like a roller in there, crushes the grain. So that way when it gets over to this side, it's already crushed and we can extract all the sugars. That's what we're trying to do, extract the sugar from
Out of the grain.
So essentially we're making sugar water.
Ooh,
Sugar
I like
water.
the sound of that. Sugar water.
Yeah, sugar water. So then we, once we have the sugar water, we transfer it, boil it, add all of our stuff to it, and then add the yeast, and that's what
makes it beer. Okay, so then how long is that, the fermenting process? How long does that take?
It's like around 10 to 14 days. On something like this, it'll be like 10 to 14
That's neat.
days. So yeah.
That's really cool. So what's the next brew that's going to be ready?
The next one, we just did a triple IPA with Armstrong Trail Brewing. So that'll be next week. We'll be having that on the cans.
That's got to be like Christmas morning. Every time there's a new beer ready, it's like, oh man.
Yeah, and it's always something different. So
that's great. Well, one of the things I really love about what you do is a lot of your different beers, you will donate a portion of it to charities.
Yep.
That is cool. Supporting local places like Union Brothers, because they entail support our communities. That's what it's all about, dude.
Yeah.
And I love that. So, and the cool thing about this is, so you put the grain into the mill, it goes into the, what is this called?
It's called the mash tun.
The mash.
Yep. So we're mashing it in here. That's what we
Mashing
call
it up. And then, but there's no waste. As I was coming in here, it was really neat. There was a farmer here.
Yep.
And what was he doing?
So he, every time after we're done with the mash, he comes, he gets the grain, then he feeds his cows, takes it to his farm, gets the cows, pigs, chicken.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's all community. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it's like a recycling process from start to finish, you know, so.
Yeah, well, when you asked me, when you approached me and you said, hey, would you like to make a beer? I mean, I thought maybe someday I'd make a candy for myself. I never thought of beer, but when you said that, when you approached me with that, and then said about having a portion of the proceeds go to autism awareness, dude, I lost it. I was like, holy crap, this is such an amazing experience. I could not wait to come here and Mr. Rogers this place. It's so cool. So what should we look at next? What is the most integral part? Is it the fermenting process? Like, is that
the boiling? So
boiling?
Once it's done with the mash, we'll transfer it over to the boil kettle, and then you bring it up.
Is that over here?
It's the second one here.
Oh, here, let's look. Oh, this is where the Ghostbusters slime gun is.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, so it goes into the mash, then it goes into this.
So it goes from the mash to the boil. This is called the boil kettle, which it's gas powered, so you can see all the, you know, that's a steam stack and then the ductwork for that. So we boil it here, pasteurize it essentially. We'll add some hops to give it, you know, some bitterness a little bit, make it stable. And then after that, we take it through this big thing here, and this is a chiller.
So the beer comes out of the...
It comes right out of this pipe here, comes into here. Water comes into here the opposite direction. So beer goes this way, water goes this way, and they pass each other in there. Not touching, but they pass each other on the plate.
To cool it.
Cool it from 212 degrees down to 68 when we go over here.
And that's the final process.
That's the final process.
Oh my gosh. So this is what I was telling. Come in, zoom in on this. So in Ghostbusters 2, New York was filled with horrible vibes. Horrible black slime vibes were making everybody miserable and evil. Well, then they took a gun that looked just like this, and they went inside of the Statue of Liberty, and they coded her. Oh, I can't remember the song. I want to sing it. Oh, they hear enough of me singing. But you remember that scene, though? Yeah. It looks just like that.
Yeah.
So this is the final part.
This is where...
Well, the final part before the, canning.
This is where it happens.
This is it.
So essentially we bring over sugar water. Like I said, it's still going to be sugar water to here. We add the yeast. The yeast eats all the sugar and in turn makes it beer.
After about a week.
Yeah. So it will probably take about like 7 days for us for this beer today to be actually beer.
So the one that's in there now. It's
7
what?
days.
That's so neat.
You know, and then once it's over there, then, you know, we have 7 days. We'll start crashing it. It'll stay 68 degrees, start crashing it to 32, and get it carbonated and ready for packaging.
For everyone to relax and refresh
Enjoy
this
it.
summer in Zilly. Well, you know what? Is this your only location? Is this in Zilly?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zilly, it's it's almost Harmony, Zilly area.
We're like Harmony.
Okay.
So we are Harmony.
Harmony, PA. I'm telling you now, every time I do trivia at Union Brothers, I can't wait for them to come out with the food. It is spectacular. I was a cook for 6 years at the Spears Street Grill in Spears, PA, and I'm telling you now, I'm not comparing, but dude, you got some fancy, really good stuff like gourmet burgers, sandwiches. There's a pretzel. I'm not even joking. It's this big from side to side. It's awesome. There was one thing I wanted to ask, like, what is this?
So this is going to be, so this one had yeast. So this is going to be blow off from the yeast. So it's going to be hops and yeast that are getting blown off through this.
Oh, so what comes through here?
So that'll be, you know, when you're making the beer, it's going to be like it's blowing off CO2. So off that beer, as that beer is active in that tank, it's blowing off. So you're going to have, you know, any one we'll have during the process. It'll be this one, like I said, it was a happy one. It had a bunch of yeast.
I see that. Yeah.
So
wow,
it's like a bunch of yeast that came out.
I can smell. I can smell the beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's neat.
So this one's like almost done. So this is a beer we did with Shoe Brew up in Zilly.
Oh, okay, Shoe Brew. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So we did this beer with them. So we're like gearing up towards our 2-year anniversary. They're like,
oh, really?
Beers.
No way.
So.
I'm telling you, at Union Brothers, there's a huge outside stage, which I'm going to be on, which I can't wait. It's so much fun. I'm telling you. So the trivia experience that I do, I go to Union Brothers, I go to Bloom Cafe. Now, it's way different. It is a Broadway show. And that's why we couldn't really do it during the Penguin games.
No.
Nobody wants to hear this idiot singing show tunes during a Penguin game. But anyways, go Pens. Yeah, this is so cool, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Is there
absolutely.
anything else that you have that, I mean, I'm not sure exactly, you know, when this will be on, but is there anything maybe in the future that you have planned in the summer?
As far as like this beer will be going towards the end of this month. We'll have it ready to go out the door. Happy customers.
Oh, it's going to be great.
You know, the summer for us is just, like I said, the outside space.
Live music.
Live music.
Delicious food. And nostalgic nectar. Just the beer is so good. There is a beer that I had, and it was marshmallow. What was it?
Mango marshmallow, I think.
So good.
Yeah.
Then I had creamsicle.
The creamsicle.
Oh, gosh.
Was the last one.
You can tell the kind of stuff I like, you know? But anyways,
yes.
I know you're busy getting your beers brewed, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate this.
Absolutely.
It's
Thank
awesome,
you.
man.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see you for trivia night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I hope that you had just as much fun watching this episode as I did filming this episode. I want to thank everybody involved. Don, Remixed by Steel City Galleries, all of your employees. Thank you so much for entertaining me all day. You know, I know that, you know, it can be a bit much, but I had so much fun. I had an absolute blast. Zach at Union Brothers and everyone that works there, thank you all for all that you do for me. And also, one more time, I wanted to bring awareness. November being Epilepsy Awareness Month, I wanted to bring awareness one more time to my buddy Jackson Schnurr and Action for Jackson, and also the lgsfoundation.org. I know, I messed it up, but it's lgsfoundation.org. Check it out. See if you can help in any way possible. You know, any little bit helps. All right, that's it for this episode of Hunting Nostalgia. See you next time. I could not wait to see this, and a big part of it was I couldn't wait to show the friends of Hunting Nostalgia who actually helped create this. The Hunting Nostalgia logo itself was created by world-famous toy designer Stephanie Clark Iskander, the same woman that created Wrestling Buddies. Popples, yeah, that's her. And then this, the new Hunting Nostalgia logo, which is by my good buddy, Howie Noel. Look at this creation that he had. Look at this brainstorm genius idea. The angry cameraman himself, the incredible Elvira Taylor, and in the middle, this extremely tall toy sniffing weirdo as Dick Tracy. How cool is that? What do you get when you guzzle down sweets? Eating as much as an elephant eats. What are you at? Getting terribly fat. What do you think will come of that? I don't like the look of it.